I've never seen anyone with more enthusiasm, passion, verbosity about this race. And my question to you is, what is it about this event for you that makes it obviously has been a life-changing experience and something that is a part of you? And I've never seen it for a loss of words.
You know, I first ran, well, you asked. I first ran Western States in 2001. I remember finishing after Levan that year. I was 35th overall, 21:46. And I just got smacked around. I dropped my pacer, our lights went out, and I just got my ass kicked. And I said, you know, I just can't, that just can't happen. I can't accept that. So I went and ran a bunch of other hundreds, AC in Vermont, and kind of went to school on how to run hundreds. And one of Scotty's good buddies, one of our both good buddies, and would be my story of that one event I'd like to share with you is a guy by the name of Tommy Nielsen, who, I'm not sure if he's here, but Tommy is a Southern California guy, and he taught me everything I know really about running these things. And he said, well, you've really got to figure out how to do it and then go back. So in 2004, I came back, and that's when I really caught the bug. And I was lucky enough, because of a good finish in the 2003 Angeles Crest, to get sort of a number, and I didn't have to do the lottery, and then I started getting into the top 10. But what I find for me is this is just for me, but I think it's for a lot of people, is the Western States 100 combines an absolute unparalleled historic experience. We're on a trail that is, you know, centuries old. And it's centuries old for both practical reasons and, of course, endurance reasons. We're following in the footsteps of sort of pioneers of this sport we love. And it's just a day a year that you can just completely and totally be absorbed in living, in life, in the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other. We're all going, I mean, I'm the worst. You know, I go on training runs and they say, so how far from this tree to the river? And I'm like, 13.5 minutes. I mean, we're all caught up in the huge sort of minutia and what kind of shoes do we wear? But in the end, it's really so simple. You start in Squaw Valley and you finish in Auburn, and life is good. And then you know, and so for me, Scotty, for me, it really has gotten into my blood, and I will smile the whole way on Saturday, and even if it takes me into Sunday, which I really hope it doesn't, but it might, you know? And I think that when something, and when you can find something in your life, you know, this will be my 8th, I didn't do my bio, but this will be my 8th time. I did that 2001 time, then 2004 through now, you know, 8th, 2nd, 6th in that 115 year, 4th, now last 2 years, 10th, the fire, 10th and 9th, and who knows what happened on Saturday. But I've just felt a certain kind of, it makes me whole. Western States, for whatever reason, you know, it makes me whole. And Shelley, and they're ready for something else. We loved going to Hard Rock a few years ago, but they haven't let me in since then. So, I mean, the way this race has gotten to me, and the history, the passion for the event, the beauty of the trail, and just the absolute absorption. And what I would say to everybody in this room, running the race, pacing, crewing, is just savor that moment, that 4th Saturday in June feeling. Because it really is something that's so much more, so much bigger than, all due respect to all the other 100-mile races and the Boston Marathon and everything else, it's so much more than just a race. And if you're thinking of dropping out, really, I have an issue with people who drop out. But if you're thinking of dropping out, you know, think again. Really, really, really think again. You know, I've known people who've walked this in. I've known people who've gotten stopped at no hands because the time was up. But think again. You're here now at Western States. And it's going to feel so much better. Even if you have a split card that says 28 hours and you end up running 28, or 20 hours and you end up running 28, it's going to feel better than just throwing it all away. And, you know, I'm going to love this race even if this is the last time I run it. So thanks for asking.